What if you could buy a home with low down payment, have tenants help you cover your mortgage, and start investing in real estate sooner than you thought possible? That's exactly why house hacking is one of the strongest and best strategies for first time investors to take advantage of when buying their first property. House hacking essentially means that you're going to live in one part of a property while renting out the other part or parts of a property to tenants. Essentially, the goal is to reduce your housing expenses while building equity and getting rental management property experience. Most house hackers start with either a duplex or 3 to 4 unit property. Here are some things to consider when looking to finance your first home using the house hacking strategy. House hacking usually allows you to qualify using owner occupied financing, which in turn will give you lower down payment options when compared to investment property financing. Some common loan options out there in the market right now include FHA financing. Usually, FHA will start with as little as 3.5% down on 1 to 4 unit properties. Conventional loans start with as little as 5% down on 2 or more units, all the way up to 4 units. If you're one of the lucky few, VA actually allows for 100% financing. However, again, you have to be a qualified veteran. So it's important that you make sure you're qualified by checking with your mortgage broker and also talking with them about potential overlays that lenders may have out there that might prevent you from being able to qualify with 0% down on VA financing. So, a quick example using financing scenarios like we've just discussed, instead of using 20 to 25% down, which is normally the standard for conventional financing on investment properties, house hacking could allow you to get in for as little as 3.5 to 5% down using FHA and conventional, and possibly as little as 0% down on VA. Again, if you're a qualified veteran. A couple things to remember. You typically do need to occupy the property as your primary residence. That's the key to allow you to get in with lower down payment financing options. So talk to your mortgage broker early and get a clear understanding of what your qualifications will allow for. Some of the main benefits that you'll get to take advantage of with house hacking include offsetting rental income when it comes to qualifying for your mortgage and financing. It's also presents an easier way or opening for you to start into the investment property world. Again, house hacking will allow you to start off with lower overall qualified housing costs, not only from in terms of qualifying for your loan, but also going forward for you. Most of the time, your other unit or units will help pay your mortgage and potentially even exceed your mortgage, allowing it to cover some of your living expenses. Lastly, house hacking will help you build equity while gaining the very much important landlord experience that you're looking for when it comes time to start building out your portfolio and buying your next property. A lot of first time investors think they need huge amounts of money to start investing, but using house hacking can dramatically lower the barrier to entry and give you a successful start to your investing career. A couple quick examples of how to take advantage of house hacking include buying a duplex, live in one unit, and rent the other unit out. Most of the time, that other unit that you're renting out will pay for most or all of your mortgage payment in most markets. However, before committing to that, make sure you're speaking with your mortgage broker and real estate agent to get a good understanding of what the market you live in and plan to purchase in will allow. So, if you're going to take advantage of this, you need to understand that tenant income can help you cover monthly payments. It reduces out of pocket housing costs and builds long term equity. However, it doesn't cover everything, and nor should you plan for that. Make sure you have adequate reserves when closing on a property using house hacking. Life happens, repairs happen, and emergencies happen. So make sure you plan accordingly for that before purchasing using the house hacking strategy. House hacking is a pretty straightforward strategy. However, here are a few common mistakes that I see often made by buyers who are employing this strategy to buy their first property. Number one, underestimating the cost of potential repairs and maintenance going forward on the property. Make sure you do your due diligence up front before purchasing a property and have a good understanding of not only the condition it is in, but expected repairs in the short term and long term that you're going to need to cover. Unexpected repairs are often the most common way that house hackers are unable to cash flow going forward after purchase. Number two, oftentimes house hackers buy a property that doesn't cash flow as well as they expected. Essentially, they did not do their due diligence to make sure that they're buying into a property that has enough market rent and average to support their needs in terms of offsetting your mortgage and living expenses. So make sure you do your due diligence in terms of market rents prior to purchasing that property. Oftentimes, your real estate agent can help you with that type of research. And then lastly, oftentimes I see house hackers make poor decisions in terms of who they're screening for to be their next tenant. Many times house hackers are just looking to get someone into the property quickly and don't do enough research on these tenants or potential tenants to make sure they're getting the right person to allow this strategy to be successful going forward. So remember, house hacking is and can be a great strategy, but you still need to buy smart and run the numbers carefully. So make sure you're working with a solid mortgage broker and a real estate agent who know the market and have experience along these lines that can help you make those decisions and make sure you're planning accordingly. If you're trying to get into real estate and are feeling a little bit priced out, house hacking might be one of the smartest strategies you can employ to begin your investing career. I would strongly encourage you to talk to a mortgage broker like myself, as well as a real estate agent in your local market, to not only find out what you could potentially qualify for, but also in terms of what types of properties are available out there and what the overall market rents look like. Knowing that information will help you decide whether or not employing the house hacking strategy is right for you.